Trojan Philly, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, you guys see, I'm dressed up. I'm getting ready to head to church. I'm going back to church this evening, so I'm not going to have time to come back on. But we got to talk about just real quick. I just had a day. I had an opportunity to sleep on this and really consider and think about some of the things that happened yesterday. And at some point in some time, as USC fans, as those who observe USC, we got to start really asking some questions. Let me say this: one, I fully support these young men, like 100%. These are my guys. I love each and every one of them. And when I mean each and every one of them, I don't care if they make mistakes or not. Fully support this team. However, um, from a coaching standpoint, the easy way out, in my opinion, is to throw everything on Alex Grinch. That's the obvious and easy way out. We've had issues with some things, and at times we will see things progress, and then at times we will see things regress. It's like sometimes you don't know what you're going to get. In fact, if we looked at this game last night, we find that went up 17. Well, went down 17 points, and as a result, we've seen a big interception by Jacoby Covington, and USC came back out in the second half, literally outscored 28-3. 28-3, we outscored Arizona to go ahead and take the go-ahead lead. However, for whatever reason, that same intensity with that defense, because if you allow a team, or if you didn't allow a team to score, only put up 3 points, and we went up literally outscoring them 28-3, that means that there were some adjustments made, but then that means that there was something that happened that led off, whether that was us getting comfortable or whether that was just, not really paying attention to what they were doing. I really feel like, and we're going to look at some time of possession real quick. I really feel like that we had tightened it up, but then we let back off from a defensive perspective. Now, with that being said, from an offensive perspective, I gotta wonder. We've had opportunity to prepare. You guys already know. Came and did the preview with Arizona and USC, and talked about how Washington was literally played super tight. They played Washington super tight, and it's like, okay, you got a week, you got some time to plan. We've seen that they had 7 men up top, essentially 7 DBs. But then, so at what point do we not consider to change the game plan? Because it's like this. It's like we came out looking for the throw, and we recognized the throw wasn't there. But then, for whatever reason, we had no quarterback draws or more read options, or different plays drawn up to where it's going to make these guys be honest. And the more we run it, and I heard the press conference, and they said that the running lanes weren't there. And I know the offensive line at times, it was rough. They had a rough night. We just got to be honest about that. They had a very rough night. But I know that the offensive line, with the way they were blocking, there were some things that were taking place. But then at some point, we got to draw up some type of plays to where, it creates. I mean, even if it's some screens, even if it's some flare outs coming out from the running back. But there are some things that I believe, because if you look at the Washington game, look at some of the deke and dunk passes that they did. They have to do it all night. Sure, you might have to do the deke and dunk all night, but guess what? We will control the clock. And when I look at this game now, and I'm gonna let you guys take a look at this, and I got to get out of here, get ready for church. But this game here, we had the ball for 24 minutes and 21 seconds. It's unacceptable. Arizona had the ball for 35 minutes and 39 seconds. This is far worse than, I think, the Colorado game. We had it for 4 minutes and 50 seconds, 4.5 minutes rather. But this game, it's just absolutely, it's over 11 minutes. So they 35 minutes to 35 minutes and 39 seconds. Arizona had it. We had it for 24 minutes and 21 seconds. And when you look at the total yardage here, which is unlike USC, 365 total yards, one turnover, and 23 first downs. Then when you look at it here from Arizona's perspective, they have 506 yards and one turnover, 28 touchdowns. I mean, excuse me, 28 first downs. Of course, you guys already know. I mean, this thing went triple overtime. I mean, all of us were really lost to the sauce with this, man. But I just think from a perspective, and we'll look at some other things as well. I just think from an overall perspective, USC has a lot of questions to answer, man. From I think we have to dig deep, and not necessarily for our players, because I truly believe you look at all the guys that we have, player wise, compared to last year. I believe this team has been completely upgraded. And let me say this: the defensive line, they continue to be very very consistent. They continue to, Jamil Muhammad still continues to get that push. Still had his sack. I think he had two sacks. So shout out to him. Bear Alexander. You heard the announcer last night make reference to him and the commentary. I mean, he's still getting a push, but our secondary continues to plague us. Yes, Kalen Bullock had the nice pass breakup at the end of the game, which that could have easily been a big time score. And then Jacoby Covington. Jacoby Covington had a nice little interception. Read that play real nice. And then Prophet Brown, he came in. He hasn't been in really all year, but Prophet Brown came in and kind of handled. It was a touchdown scored on him, but he was in place. But the secondary, for the most part, man, this year, it's just been some problems, man. We still see some issues. Now, I'm not calling you out, man. I'm not trying to call you out, but we still see some issues with the I don't know if he was out of place. I don't even want to name his name. But my thing is like, at what point are we going to make the proper adjustments? And even that linebacker play, we've seen that Tackett started the game, but then I think he was having a couple of issues. Had a big play where he ran into a guy ran into him, and then we seen Eric Gentry. And so I think at that point, once we seen Eric Gentry in there with Mason Cobb looked like he was flying around the ball. And so we had it. He came in there with Mason Cobb, and I think it's at that point with the defense. I think we went on that 28-3 run, and as a result, we was able to catch back up. But you look at some other issues all across the board, and you gotta wonder, like, why are we? Let me say this: the definition of insanity, and seriously though, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. So at what point do we continue to say, look, we got to make some changes? I don't care if you got to put a Prophet Brown in. Whoever you got to put in, you put in. I don't care about the names. I don't care about the stars. But whoever is producing, whoever's creating production on the field, that's who you want to put in. That's who you go with. This is just my little. This is my day and a half instant reaction. My next day instant reaction. I had an instant reaction yesterday, but this is my next day instant reaction, man. So look, you guys can hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think about this. Overall, what do I think we could take from this? I think we could take that, number one, we've never trailed all year long. We haven't trailed anybody all year long. And to be able to come back and say, look, we have the ability to come back from 17 points. We can do it. And we did it. So that's, to me, that's big. Because next week we're going to Notre Dame next week, and we always want to get up front, and they're just coming off a loss, so they're going to be kind of lost in the sauce trying to figure what they have going out. And they're going to try to upset a 6-0 USC team, and so it's going to be that type of situation, man. So, man, look, you guys hit me in the comment section. I'm on my way to church. I just wanted to get this information out. I know I'm going to be gone all day. If I'm able to come back, I will come back. But for the most part, I think I'm going to be gone all day. But I wanted to get this out, make sure you guys have it. And we just having a conversation about this, man. I may end up going live tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know. But listen, I'm out of here until later on. Everybody, we got a lot to think about. But listen, we will get it together. USC will get it together. The play callers going to get together. I think Coach Lincoln Riley did say, he said, look, some of that's on us, the play callers. So Look, I totally agree. I can't just put this all on the players. I can't do it. This is a coaching thing right now, and I think we all have to dig deep. Everybody has to dig deep and really understand like what is at stake here. Caleb Williams will be gone next year. He's not coming back. All that talking about that he's coming back. He can make more money and cut. No. You're not gonna turn down $40 million guaranteed. So we need to get it together right now. While Caleb Williams is here, we'll never. I don't know when the next time we'll have another Caleb Williams. I don't know when we have somebody of his status, his caliber, to play the way he plays, and the level he plays at. You hear all the comparisons, you hear who he is, and I promise you, if we don't get this together right now, this could really be really be a situation, man. So look, man, you guys hit me in the comment section. Listen, everybody stay blessed. Those who getting up going to serve the Lord this morning, look, go give us some praise this morning, man. Look, hey, it's time to get ready to forget about it. We will talk about it a couple days, but look, man, don't let it weigh you down too much to where you can't get your praise on this morning. I'm about to go get my praise on. So listen, until later on, everybody stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.